sitting out the first 6, 7 weeks of the season, whatever it was, how difficult was that for you coming off the big screen that you had? Felt like you were on track to earn the number one job, and then just have to wait it out like that. How difficult was that just mentally for you?
Mentally, it was pretty rough. At first, first real time, like having to miss time. But throughout the process, I was just able to lean on my faith, lean on my brothers, like people on the team, to kind of get me through it. I think that in the end helped the process. Not feel like it was going too long, trying to speed it up a little bit.
How tricky are those hamstrings? Just because it's not maybe necessarily the most painful thing, but when you can't open up and you start second guessing maybe your cuts and all that, how difficult was it to just put that behind you and get it to where it's not bothering you anymore?
It's definitely a little tricky. It's one of those things where it's kind of case to case basis. Every hamstring is not the same. But it's just, taking time, doing all the little things in rehab, trying to strengthen everything around it so that when you get back, you can trust it. That was, the biggest thing, trying to be able to trust it once you get back.
Between fall camp and, your first appearance, how many times did you think, I'm going to be back, and then maybe have a setback?
Every day my mentality was, I want to try to be back today. So, if I'm thinking that way, it was a lot of setbacks. But I was just trying to, take my time, make sure everything was right, so I wouldn't have any more once I got back.
Given that you've missed so much time, how much have you thought about next year and whether or not you want to use that extra year of eligibility, or is that something that can wait till the end of the season and see how things finish out here?
Yeah, definitely been a thought, but I'm just trying to finish out these last couple games, these last 3 games, focusing on Iowa this week, just the task at hand, not trying to think too far in advance.
Where are you, with your school in that? Would it make sense academically to is something you could still accomplish, or is that?
Yeah, there's still school, always more school that you can do, but still just trying to weigh out options.
When are you planning to graduate right now?
In May.
Okay. What's your degree?
Comm Arts, radio, film, TV.
And then, since you've been back, how's the hamstring just felt? Has there been any hiccups or anything to overcome, or how's that just been holding up?
It's been holding up great. Haven't had any problems, any setbacks. First couple weeks coming back, it's always gonna be a little bit sore, but it's been straight.
Since you've come back the last couple weeks, secondary specifically from a pass coverage standpoint, it seems to have increased. In what ways do you think, you've just maybe elevated this defense with your presence on the field?
Just going out there challenging guys, not giving up anything easy, just being in guys' face, something that everybody in our room, I feel like, prides themselves on, but just going out there and getting it done on game day.
So looking ahead to Iowa, been through a couple games with them, what do you just think of when you think Badgers and Hawkeyes in November?
It's going to be a physical game for sure. I think it's going to be a smash mouth game. 2 teams that's got some on the line, a big trophy. You're going to go at it.
Look at their offense. It's felt like it's been a real struggle for them, especially being able to move the ball through the air. But they've been playing better the past couple of weeks. What do you maybe attribute that to from what you've seen so far? What's been better about their offense that they're starting to have some success?
Haven't diving too deep into them yet, but I'm excited to see what they got, how they're going to challenge us. I'm sure they will. How we'll be able to make plays.
Their defense has been, a lot of people think Iowa's got the best defense in the country. They've kept them in so many games that, maybe it would be blowouts for most teams. Mm-hmm. Do you guys as a defense, use this as kind of a litmus test to say, hey, we're still on top of the Big Ten West? Is that something that comes up at all?
I feel like every week, we're trying to go out there and prove that we're the best defense. I think that's every defensive goal in the country, every week to prove that they're the best. So not just this particular team, they do have a good defense, but I feel like every team challenges us in that category.